Hey Titans! Welcome to the Friday live session, the Friday live training that we do every Friday. Every Friday we do this in our Facebook group, on LinkedIn, on YouTube as well. And welcome for those who are joining here live. Welcome for those who are watching the recording. Now, every week we're going to handle a topic around what we do within Titanology. So within Titanology, we have the Titan Hustler Academy. And the Titan Hustler Academy is really our program where we help you as a business owner to grow your business. And within the Titan Hustler Academy, we have several pillars. And we have the offer pillar where we talk all about how you can create the best offer. But we also have the pillar around conversational marketing or organic outreach if you want. So this is something that we do as well. So we teach people basically how organic outreach can get you a lot of leads, a lot of sales calls. And this is what I want to show you today as well, where I'm going to show you the process that we use to do the organic outreach and get people on the phone basically. Now, you could imagine that it is a simple process, which it actually is, but some people try to make it as complicated as they can, and then in effect they will not get any results. So this is why we try to simplify things. But there are certain points within the organic outreach that are important that you really need to think about before you even start, so you can become effective in it, because organic outreach is not just about talking and having cute conversations with people. It's having conversations, it's creating a connection, but it's at the same time we want to get people on the phone, right? So for us, the organic outreach is a way to almost sell the phone call, the introduction call with us as experts. So once they get on a call with us, we can show our expertise, we can show who we are, what we do in much easier sense and much clearer sense than we can do through conversations, through DMs, right? And this is what I want to show you, right? So if you have your own process, I would love to know. Put it in comments here or reach out to us. Tell us what is your process to do organic outreach. What is your success stories, or what do you struggle with? How do you get people on the phone, or do you even get people on the phone? And if not, what do you think is stopping you from getting people on the phone, right? And these questions, if you put those into the comments here, I will come back to you and I will even give you some advice that you can use right away. But also take a look here at today's training, how we do our outreach, how we get people on the phone in just 5 simple steps. It doesn't have to be difficult. So if you're watching live, say hi in the comments, right? So I can see who is here. If you're watching the recording, put a comment in there and let us know where you're watching this from. What are your struggles with organic outreach? How do you get people on the phone? Tell us about it and we will give you some advice. Anyway, that being said, let's jump into what we do, the 5 single steps that we do to get people on the phone. I'm going to go through live, like I'm going to use like my accounts so you can really see how I do it. And I'm going to show you some examples about those kind of conversations that we're having. So please, take it with a grain of salt, of course, what I'm showing. Try to apply what you are doing so you can make it work as well. Now, the first thing that you need to do really is think about, the first step really is think about where is your audience, right? Because if you do not know where your audience is, then it's going to be hard to even start conversations with people or get them on the phone. Your audience, if you have defined your niche, then you know which people you want to reach out to, right? And where they are gathering is something you need to think about. Can be on Facebook, can be on Instagram, can be on LinkedIn, can be even on TikTok these days. So think about that. And if you know that, then go to that platform and focus on that platform, first of all. Like in our case, if we're talking about our niche, it's about LGBTQ plus business owners, right? Where do they gather? I would say on Facebook, Instagram, on any platform basically, because every business owner needs to do social media content and they're posting their services on all of these platforms. So for us, then it makes the organic outreach and in a sense more easy, but also in a sense more difficult because it takes more time. You can focus on one platform, but then maybe you're potentially neglecting other potential leads on other platforms. So what we do is we divide our time that we have to do outreach across those platforms. Um, I would say also that the recent months, most of the successes that we have had was through Instagram, and I'm going to show you that process most of all because there are some details in there that's really good to know because Instagram might seem like a platform that you use just through your phone. But if you're talking about lead generation, if we're talking about organic outreach, your phone is an extension of what you do through the tools that you have on your laptop, actually. So let's get into it. Let's me show you what I mean. So our audience is on Instagram. So the next step is really to get to know people, to connect with people, and to start conversations. So if we go to our laptops, I will share my screen here, and I'll go into Instagram. So let me go here, and I'll go to Instagram. So I know that our audience is on Instagram, basically. So the first thing that you should do once you're on Instagram, for example, and you know your audience, your target niche, then start looking for specific hashtags, right? Specific hashtags like business owner. This one right here. And remember that you can follow hashtags. So we have been following this. And once I started out with it, what I would do is I wouldn't necessarily go to the top post. I would go to the recent posts and I would go through there and start liking these posts and start following these accounts, right? Follow these accounts, engage with their content. And once you do that, you start building an audience because they will follow you back because it's your audience and you connect, you relate to them. So here I would like, I would follow. And then things start to happen, right? If you do this on a daily basis, really, then people will start to follow you back, especially not just liking, but really also giving comments, right? If I would do that, like, love these flowers, people will see that, people will notice that, because especially here, I'm the only one that is actually saying something about it. So for sure, they will check you out. They will go to your profile, and if they like what they see, they will follow you. So then the next step is to see who is following you. So let's take a look here. And then we can go through all of this and we see, oh, this person is following us right here. So you follow that back, or if you have already followed, then the next step is really just to start with one simple message. And the simple message is, thank you so much for the follow. Do this consistently with everybody that follows you. If you haven't done so in the past, it's really time to start doing that, right? And then, by the way, if you have comments, put them in the chat. I'm not really seeing my comments overview here, so apologize. But so if you have started the conversation here, then it's time to actually go to the business suite of Facebook. Why? Because actually, if you didn't notice, Facebook Business Suite and your Instagram account is a business account that is linked to your business page on Facebook, like here, Technology is a business page, and Technology of the World is my business account on Instagram. You can link those two, and if you do that, you create an inbox in the business suite of Facebook. And then you can actually continue the conversation right here instead of through Instagram. Now, why would I do that? Well, there's a lot of features in this inbox here that can help you make the outreach more efficient, right? So, and let me just check if, no. Hey, Emily. If you have any questions while watching this, put them in comments and I'll try to watch it. Now, so we are in the business suite here. So within the business suite, you can chat with people, basically. Now, the thing is that why this is so good and so efficient is because you can create saved replies. You can create saved replies. So anything that you have created in terms of messaging that you use again and again and again, you can save here as a saved reply. And then my next step is this question right here. So we'd love to know more about you and your business. What inspired you to start it? This is my first question to people that are following us. Why do I ask this question? Would you ask, right? So I do this, and quickly I create that message. So I don't have to type anything. Now, that's one. That makes it super efficient. You can use any kind of saved reply. You can create new ones, and so on and so on. Anyway, so use the business suite to really make it more efficient. But again, why do I use this question? What inspired you to start it? And why do I ask that about their business? Maybe they don't have a business, but that's the point, because our target audience is LGBTQ plus business owner, which means we want to connect with business owners. If they do not have a business, good. I mean, you can still follow our account, but I will not continue the conversation in a way that I want to get them on the phone, unless they would want to start a business. That's something else. But if they don't have a business, they don't want to start a business, then the conversation ends. I'm sorry. I do not have the time really to engage too much in other conversations besides trying to help you out, trying to help you to build your business. So I want to get you on the phone to be able to talk and see if it's something that we can help you with. Anyway, so you do this. So, and what inspired you to start it is an open-ended question, right? If you just use this first one right here, it's not going to be enough. They will not respond, not always, right? They will say, yeah, thank you for a follow back, and it stops. You do not want it to stop. You want it to go into the direction through your call. So I asked this question because, as you can see here, this was about our ad. So we'd love to know more about you and your business. If you have one, I'm working as a project. So he doesn't have a business. And then I ask, well, what would you love it to be? And then he lost right, and so on and so on. So those are the kind of conversation that we're having. Now, on the business suite, you can also label people. So you can say if they are really interesting or not. Like here, can be a coach, can be whatever, right? And the next thing is, if you have a team, they can use your business suite and you can actually assign conversations to people here. So it becomes much easier to manage this with your team, right? So yeah, that's what we do here. So to get them on the phone, basically, let's see a little bit further. To get them on the phone, the point is that you try to already qualify them. You qualify them in your DMs, right? And you try to ask the qualifying questions. So we always say have 3 qualifying questions ready. First one is what you have seen, like what inspired you to start your business, because I want to know if they have a business. And the second one is really about, okay, how long are you having your business? How long have you been doing this? Because if they are just starting out, that's a good fit for our program. If they are a couple of years ahead in their business, still a good fit, but for another offer that we have, right? So we want to ask that. Then we also want to ask, like, okay, what is your struggle? What is your challenge? What are you having as a problem right now? Because we want to identify if we actually can help them, if they actually have a problem. If they don't have a problem, if everything is peachy and they don't even want help, then you can also end the conversation there, or you can just leave it like that and you can go to another one. Because that is like the next step in this whole process. You want to make it as efficient as possible. You do not want to waste time on people you cannot help. So don't do that, right? Go directly to the next one and the next one and the next one, okay? And that's how you are efficient with your outreach, right? Now, make sure to, again, to tag these people like as follow-up, so you can here also filter on only the people that you want to follow up, which is an awesome feature, to be honest. So you can just have a list of people you wanted to follow up with. Just do that. It's really, really beneficial. So, and if you do that, then it really becomes like try to get them on the phone as soon as possible. Now, within Titanology, so within our Titan Hustler roadmap, I can show you that. So I have one example basically of I can create, or I have created like somebody that books a call in 1 hour, right? And I explain here the exact sequence, how I did that, the message sequence. But is it really replicable? In a way? Yeah, in a sense, yes, but it's always a human conversation. And I guess this is also where a lot of business owners go wrong if they want to automate this. The automation of organic outreach is not something you can really do except for the beginning. Like, thank you so much for your follow. This is something that you can automate, right? But from the moment that you jump into the qualifying questions, it has to be a human person. A computer will never think for you, right? And not in a way that you can think about what you have to offer. And even people in your team need to be somehow trained about what you do so they can answer this. But it is possible. You can create sales calls or introduction calls within 1 hour. It is possible. If they have a pain that you can solve, then you say, hey, I got something for you that might help you out. Let's just jump on a short call, like a 15-minute call. Everybody has 15 minutes, right? And then that's the next step to really get into a call. And then it's about the sales conversation, right? So that's like a little bit the process that we are using basically to get people on the phone. So to recap, it's about finding your audience, making sure that you know where they're at in the platform, and starting to look for and engage with people through hashtags, through on LinkedIn, you can do a filter and you can see what they post, start engaging with their content. Once they follow you back or you send a friend request and they reply and they accept the friend request, also on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on TikTok, whatever, then you start a conversation, and the conversation starts always the same. So it's a predictable process there. And then you ask your 3 qualifying questions. If you do that, then you already know if they have a pain, if you can help them. And then you transition into, hey, I got something for you that might really help you out. I got some ideas. I want to brainstorm with you. Why don't we get on a short call, a short 15-minute call, right? People will be open for that, right? They will schedule a call. You jump on a call, you give them some advice, and you go from there. And then it becomes really about sales, right? Like organic outreach is prospecting, is also part of your sales process. But once it jumps into a call, you start the sales there. Okay. So find your people, engage, start the conversation, right? Ask the 3 qualifying questions, and then say that you have something that might help them out. And let's get on a quick call. 5 steps. That's all it takes to get people on the phone. So don't make it complicated. And once it works, keep doing that. Keep doing that so you can keep generating those calls with your potential customers. All right. Anyway, that's it for today. If you have any questions about this, please put them in comments. If you want to connect with us, go to technology.world right here, and you can join our unique platform, which I have just shown you. You can join for free. You can watch what we all have. If you are interested to know more about the Titan Hustler Academy, just send me a DM and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So again, this was our weekly live training on Fridays. Every Friday, we will handle a topic that we cover as well within one of our programs, and we help you as a business owner grow your business. That's what we do. That's what you can get from us as value. If you have other topics, other questions that you want us to talk about, put them in comments, send me a DM, go to our site, connect with us through the community, and we will be more than happy to give you some advice, to give you some value around that. All right. Thank you very much, Titans, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.